And I don't really use geometrical shapes, so this is not my normal composition. I'm very freeform, very circular, so I don't normally do this. But I'm just trying to get your attention away from these. And I don't have to make them disappear. I just want to kind of gray them out. I don't want them to be as saturated. So I'm going to desaturate some of these. Okay. So I'm just using white right now with the paint. The purple is still wet, so it mixes together and it makes actually this really pretty muted lilac color, and I'm not mad at it. Okay. Yeah. See, I started to get circular up there because I can't help myself. Okay. Okay, so, all right, so it's tons better than it was just from a few tweaks, and that is making them different first and then taking away what I don't really want you to look at because I want your attention to be up there. So I'm going to switch brushes. Here's my big brush. I'm going to make where I want you to go, I'm going to make it even bigger, if that's possible. I'm going to try to brighten this. Yeah, here we go. Wow. I'm making a super bright color. Okay, so I'm going to, oh, this is dripping, but it's okay. Here we go. There we go. See, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I'm going to make that even bigger. So now your eye really has a party in this upper corner. That is a party right there, if I ever saw one. I really like this. I really do. Okay, and this brush is dripping everywhere. You can't see that part, so that's good. It's a trick. Us artists, we hide what we don't want you to see. Okay. All right, so what else needs to happen? I think this needs some like muted green, and that's what I'm going to do next. Let me just make some green here. And then I'm going to add what you can do. That's a really pretty green, so I'm going to test this. So I need some, these are big, I just use a big brush, so now I'm going to use a little brush. I don't really know what to do. I'm going to use my non-dominant hand so I get more of an organic mark. I really didn't want to go in the center, but I did. I don't really know about that. I'm going to use a paper towel. When I don't like something, I kind of blot it and see what I come up with. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that I put that in the center, so I'm going to try to get some white back. Let me open my white here. Okay. Okay, we're going to put some white back in I don't like how I did that center. Just going to put that back. Put the white. And I'll probably go over that again. Okay. Yeah. You know what? You can reshape your shapes with white. Like this one's feeling too big for me, so I'm gonna make it smaller. Because again, I don't want your eye going down there anyway. So just with some, this is vertical lines here, up and down, then horizontal I think it's still too big, so I'm gonna, this is actually really fun. I hope y'all are enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun. Okay, I like that better. I'm going to keep my white open. White is such a useful color. Okay, so I do want to, I'm going to smudge this a little, just a tad. I get carried away with that too. Got to watch that. Okay, and I'm going to see this white here? I don't like that. I'm going to redo my brush stroke here. Get rid of that white there. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what does it need now? I mean, this is the process. You keep saying, okay, what does it need? What does my painting need? Sometimes you have to walk away from it and I do that a lot. There's an artist that I love, and I always mention him. Hopefully he'll come on my podcast. Brian Rutenberg. He says, and now in his painting career, he does a lot more looking than he does painting. And I find that that's such a wise thing to do, because sometimes as artists we get too up close and personal to our work. We're looking at it. We need to just get, I don't know, 5 feet back, 10 feet back, and just look at it from afar. Because it should be interesting from far away, and it should be interesting from close up. So you want to achieve both those things. But for this one, I feel like I just need to step away from it, but I'm doing the live, so I'm going to keep going. And I might mess it up, but that's okay, because you can always paint over it. You can always paint over what you don't like. See, I really see that green is, there's some yellow. Oh, yeah. I don't really like that. So what did I just say? I'm going to paint over that. And I'm really going into these horizontal and verticals now. It's like I can't do both. Either I'm really circular and curvy, or I'm just horizontal the whole time and vertical. I don't know what it needs, so when in doubt, take your paintbrush and just do some scratches. I love scratching back into wet paint, because you just never know what marks are going to happen. Okay, so there's a variation of line too. I finally have set free my squiggly line work, because I just have to do it. I have to. Okay. And that begs the question, what was the toy from my childhood that I want to bring out? It is, if I can get it out. Oh, don't say this isn't going to come out. Okay. That's not funny. Hold on. All right, hold on with me. Okay, I'll give you a clue. Spirograph, y'all. I am so excited if I can get it out of the... Okay, here we go. I got it. Okay. If it will work, it should work. I'm so excited to do this. All right. Now I can't get the pen out. Y'all, you can't make this up with life. You really can't. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna... Now, some of that paint's dry, some of it's not, but we're gonna go with it. I think this is dry up here, sort of. No. Hope you can see this. I just dropped my circle. Here we go. Okay. Let's see what it does. Remember this when you were little. This was so cool. Even if it doesn't make a mark with the pen, it's going to make a circle. Which I'm just going to say that's going to be really cool. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm liking that. It didn't do what I was supposed to do, but it actually made a whole spire graphic. And what I don't want to do, I don't want the symmetry there. So let me try here. It's just going to make a circle for me that's a very... That is cool. Okay, so y'all get you a spirograph again. It is fun. It's still fun. I wonder if I can I'll use the other one sometime later, but I wanted to bring that out because it's just so fun. Okay. Alright, so there's my examples. Just use plenty of lines. I'm not really done with this yet, so. But here's a Caran d'Ache Neocolor 2. We can get on here. So you can draw over. That's why I love these. You can draw over acrylic paint. I like blue and purple together. And again, that's a different line. Wavy. And I just broke my crayon. That's okay. Keep going. Wavy. A wavy line. And it's, also, you can use an oil stick, like a Sennelier, which I love. You can't use these over wet acrylic, but Sennelier oil sticks are amazing. You can use them. Yeah, that's so cool. It didn't go over the wet paint. That's okay. Oh my gosh, those are so incredibly luscious. Wow. Wow, okay. Those are kind of addicting. Wow, okay. See, I like that. I do like that. That's bold. It really makes a bold mark. I like it. I'm going to make more bolds. Really. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay. Now I know why people love this. I just bought a bunch of those. And I bet you can. I bought a brush specifically for these. Let me see here. Medium Soft Pastel Smoothies by Creative Mark. And they're not stiff, but they're sort of stiff, and they're square. And they're supposed to move this around. So let's see what it does. Wow. That really softens that oil. Okay. Wow. That's really cool. So I don't want to ruin this brush, but that's so nice. Really nice. Okay, so then I'm thinking this line needs to be connected here. So I'm going to take the back of my brush here. That needs to be seen again. I'm going to scratch through the paint. Scratch through some of that oil. Cut through this. Ooh, that is so cool. Okay, so you're seeing a lot. Look at all these different line work in this. And it's varying. Another artist I love, Nicholas Wilton, he talks about quiet conversations and loud conversations. So The quiet conversations are the tiny, faint lines in a painting that you can barely see if you're far away. And then the loud conversations you can see from far away. So if I'm looking at this painting, does it have loud conversations? For sure. I know where the loud conversation is, and I wanted to lead your eye up here. So, but does it have quiet conversations, which would be these little marks that the spirograph made? This, I would call this quiet, because you're probably not going to see those tiny little lines from far away. So, but I think it needs more tiny conversations, little conversations. So I'm going to take, let's see, I want to take a green again and a tiny brush, and I'm just going to do little lines somewhere. These are broken up lines. Okay, so there you go. That's a quiet conversation happening right here. And I really want to, I don't like how this is stark white, so I'm going to cover that up first. Here, and that's okay if I cover those. I want to kind of connect that. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. And yeah, there's a lot more quiet conversation going on in these little tiny, and I want to bring it somewhere else too. I don't want it just to be there. I might bring it up here a little, because see how that contrasts the dark there. And I want to bring it in 3 places. So I might change the tone of it of being a little lighter and just put it maybe not horizontal. I might do them vertically here. Okay, I'm starting to like it. I might even connect this. I don't know. I don't want to. Sometimes you have to stop yourself from doing something. Just go with what your instinct says. The other thing I love, and again, good old Brian Rutenberg, he is quoted as saying, when his brush is moving, he's not thinking. When he puts his brush down, that's when he thinks. Now, I don't think I've gotten to that place yet. I'm a little, when my brush is moving, maybe that's just a goal. Maybe he's not there yet either. I think he is though. But when your brush is moving, are you thinking, or are you just letting the brush go where it wants? And then when you put it down, I've heard it said that's when you do the editing and the looking, and you're really contemplating the work, but it's only when your brush is down. So, but I like that in theory. I really like that. I don't know if I've reached that yet, but I do like where that's going. I do. So I'm just kind of painting. I'm not thinking, which is what I just talked about. So hey, I'm just wanting to get rid of some of the white space. Sometimes it just looks too stark. Okay. Alright, so I hope I've illustrated tonight the variation of line work. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will come back and do another one of these. It'll be probably We're going to talk about, probably next week we'll do color, how color really pops when you use warm and cool, and also when you desaturate a color and you use it next to a saturated color. I'm illustrating it actually right now. Okay, see how there's that orange there? And I really grayed down a blue, and I'm putting it right next to that orange. See that? That gray makes the orange orangier. It's that's pretty cool. And you can see on either side. That's so cool. I'm talking about it and it's happening. So look. Okay, so here is on the right, that is a warm color. To your left is a cool color. And in between is a desaturated blue. I kind of grayed it down with some off-white, actually. It's off-white. And you can see how that color pops. And I'm losing my lighting too. It's getting dark here, so I don't want to keep this on for too much longer. But you see how that is just amazing. The difference between the grayed out color next to a saturated color. It just puts your eye right where I want it to go, which is up here. So that's so cool. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this. Please come back next week. And if you could like and share this, it'll be seen by a lot more people. I guess what happens is if you don't like it and you don't share it, I guess Instagram puts it way in the back. So I would really appreciate it if y'all had, if this was valuable to you, if you would share it. And I promise to share what I've learned and what I know, and I love doing that. So, all right, y'all. Have a great night. I'm going to close with my favorite Steve Martin quote. Be so good that they can't ignore you. I love that. I love Steve Martin. He's classic. All right, y'all. Have a good night, and I will see you back here next week. All right. Bye.